Hi everyone, this is Bama from Bama's Crochet Creations, and today what we're going to do is we're going to do a modification to the edge to edge for the corner to corner double crochet stitch. So what I have here in front of me is a swatch that I made, and it's doing the corner to corner stitch, but instead of starting from the corner and working my way outwards, what I'm doing is I'm doing these stitches across this way and this way. I had previously posted about an edge-to-edge stitch, which works okay if you're just doing the basic, like a basic color and then a simple color change. It doesn't work well if you're actually doing a graph inside your afghan, or you're doing a lapghan or whatever size that you're making. But if you have a picture in it, some kind of graph, it doesn't work unless the squares are squared. And that is because when we design the graphs, as you know I am a designer as well, they are designed in squares. They're not designed with slanted stitches as the edge to edge is. So this is a modification to that edge to edge, but doing straight up and down and sideways stitches. So I'm going to stretch this out to show you. Here's basically what we have. So we have the straight stitches, which is going up and down, and then we have the sideways, and they're alternating, same as you would be with the corner to corner. Okay, so we're going to learn today how to do the stitch side to side, and see if that works for you. All right, we'll be back shortly. Hi everyone, welcome back. So like I said, what we're going to do today is the corner to corner going straight up and down and sideways, as opposed to slanted as in the edge to edge was. So that one did not work when you're working on graphs. When you do graphs, when we design them in pixel format or square format, and that way that is how the graph should be made. So using the modified edge to edge stitch that's slanted wouldn't work for a graph. I tried it, wasn't happy with it, so I decided to come up with this. So here's how we're going to start, exactly as you would with the normal corner to corner stitch. And we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, in the 5th chain from the hook, and in the 6th chain from the hook, which should be the last one of the chains. So basically what we have right now is we have a block. So what we're going to need to do right now is we're going to flip it this way. All right. Normally when you do the corner to corner, we would continue and do the increase right now. This is not what we're doing today. We're going to flip this like you're turning a page on a book, and then we're going to, oops, sorry, I just need to get the tension right here. We're going to slip stitch in each of those double crochets that we just made in the very top to work our way up the top. And also in, sorry, lost that there, lost in that last one. All right, so then what we're going to do after that is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now because we need the stitches, the next block, to go sideways from that chain 3, we're just going to do 3 half double crochets in this space right here created from that double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Now what happens is that we end up getting a hole here. I don't like this hole to be this big, so I'm going to take this out here, and what I do is I actually do the double crochet and I put it right inside this part right here. Hope you can see that there. So instead of going into the hole, I go into that stitch, just do this, and what that does is that just tightens the project itself, okay? So the hole isn't so big that's created from these going in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this again. So we're going to do the chain 6, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 3 half double crochets starting in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do another double crochet in the stitch next to that, which should be chain number 5. And then the last one should be in the one that's right next to that stitch. And now we have another block. So now we need to join it to this one. So we just flip this over, we do a slip stitch into this one here, and now they're joined. All right. So again, we flip the project over. We're going to do the slip stitch to join these in here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we need one just in here to finish this off. All right, so now we have 3 blocks made. So again, we're going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do the stitches that are required, or the block that's required to go this way. 1, 2, and again, you can put your third one in there. I prefer to just put it in here to tighten up that stitch there. So there we go. Now we have 4 created. All right. So then we're going to do one more block of those 2 together. Now I'm calling those, the 2 together, the one going upwards and sideways, a wing. And I'll explain to you, that'll become apparent why I do that afterwards. So we have 1 wing, 2 wings, and then we're just starting the third one, the third wing. So we're just going to do chain 6, do the 3 double crochets in the last 3 chains, and then we're going to slip stitch to attach it. All right, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to flip the project over, do the slip stitch in each of those, and then in the last one as well. And then we're going to finish that wing. So now we have 1 wing, 2 wings. We're halfway done. We need 1 more stitch. That means we'll have 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the first one, second one, and then the third one. All right, so I'm going to lay this out a little bit for you. So here what we have, and don't mind this will even out. This has a lot to do with my tension right now and the inability to kind of hold that. But I can't use one of those yarn guide things. It doesn't work for me. So here we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks here. This is going to be 1 wing, 2 wing, 3 wing. And again, that'll become apparent. It's just easier for me to call them that now, because then you'll know what I'm talking about when we get to row 3. So now, assuming that this is an even project where you have like 80 stitches or 60 stitches or blocks of stitches that you require to do, now we go to row 2. All right. Now I'm doing this one right now with a straight color. It's not including the color changes. I'm assuming that if you've done graphs before that you're aware of how to change colors. If not, you can check out my other videos or message me, and then we can kind of see what we can make for you. So getting back to where we were, so now what we do is we need to work up this side so we can start our block up here. So again, we're going to flip that page. We're going to do a a slip stitch, and another slip stitch in here. So the next block that we require, as the stitches in this one are going this way, we require the blocks to the stitches to go this way. So what we need to do is we need to chain 3, and then we will do 3 half double crochets, right there. All right. Now we need the stitches to go this way, because these go up this way, this goes up this way, so to alternate and keep the pattern. All right. So we're just going to turn the project a little clockwise this way. We're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. All right, so now we have 2 blocks together. Again, we're calling this a wing for the moment. This is going to show you where the wings start. So to join this, we need to just do a slip stitch into this in between the 2 stitches that are here. This one goes up and down, this one goes sideways, so right in between there, and I actually go right into that slip stitch and then do another slip stitch. And now we need to start creating the stitches that go up and down. So we're going to chain chain 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in that space that's there. So again, we need to get our stitches to go sideways now. We're going to do exactly what we did here, and we're going to do 3. Chain 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in that side stitch. And again, we have another 2 together, another wing. All right, it'll become apparent in a minute. So then we need to attach that again between the stitches that go up and down and the stitches here. And we're just going to do that with a slip stitch. And there you go, it's attached. Now we start this pattern again. So we do a 1, 2, 3. And then for that other one, we do chain 3 and then sideways 1, 2, 3. And then we join to this last one. We're just going to do a slip stitch in here. And there you go. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of in the loop or the hole that's there, I'm actually going to do it in the stitch itself, the last stitch. And just makes it a little firmer. So there we go. So right now, this is what the project looks like. And this is completely normal. All right. So because this is an even amount of rows, we have 3 wings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I'm going to do now is, as I'm doing the next row, these are going to close up. We're going to close these up. Now, when you do a project that has an uneven amount of rows, like I said, this is 6. I have a sample here. This has 5. So it basically has 2.5 wings. Okay, but we'll work on this one in a minute. So this is completing row number 2, and then I will be right back with you. Hi, this is Bama. We're back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on row number 3. So we've completed row number 2, and again, we're going to flip the book over or the page over, and we're going to slip stitch into those 3 half double crochets that we did. And for this project, I'm actually doing it in this last one as well. All right, so there we go. Now we're at the top of row 3 where we need to start. This one requires that the stitches go up and down because this one goes sideways. So nice and easy, we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in this gap. All right, and then to do the sideways ones, again, just slightly up to the side, chain 3, and then do 3 in that gap. All right, so here's what we have right now. We have another wing created. So when this one is created, now we need to close this wing together with this one. All right, so what I do for mine is in the top of that last chain 3 stitch, I do, oops, sorry, let's grab that in there. I do a slip stitch in there, and then I do a slip stitch in this one, and there you go, and it's closed it off. Okay, we'll take a look at it when we're done. So now we need to do this pattern again of the 3 or the block that goes upwards. So we chain 3, and then we do 3 half double crochets, and then we need to do the ones that go sideways. It's 3, and then 3 double crochets again. So this is basically what you're repeating for the entire project. So we're back to where we have to join again. Now on the top of that last one, we're going to do a slip stitch, and then in the top of the other wing at the corner, oops, that's a little funny there, we're going to do a slip stitch, and then we've joined them. All right, so we start again. We're going to do a chain 3, 3 double crochets, And then to finish off that wing, we're going to do 3 and a double crochet, 3 double crochets. All right, and then again, we're going to join in the same way. I join with a slip stitch instead of going into that hole. I just prefer that it's a nice and snug there. And there we go. Let me just pull this out so we can see it. All right, so now the wings from row 2 are closed up and these are open. All right, so I'm going to complete one more row. And then when I come back, we're going to do it. We're going to show how to finish off the project completely. So let's get back to this here. So to finish this row, we're going to flip it like a page, chain up the side, and again, do one there, and then we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 3. Sorry, I need to adjust that. My tension's off here. All right, so we chain 3, then we're going to do 3 half double crochets. And then we're going to do the sideways one. Now, I purposely am doing this one very quickly so you can see that once you get the rhythm going, there's going to be absolutely no issues with doing it. All right, so again, we're going to join this part right here with a slip stitch into that last one. I need to grab that. And of course, I'm having difficulty because it's hiding. I'm going to do a slip stitch there. I apologize. I'm used to do this so fast now that I'm making mistakes. So again, I'm going to rip that last one out. I made a pull there. Let's do this. All right, so I need to complete that one again. All right, and now we need to join it in here. There we go. All right, and then we need to join it to the top of the other wing, just with a slip stitch, and then we proceed to create another wing. All right, and again, that's my terminology. It's just what it looks like to me. Kind of flutters there until you close it off. Call it what you'd like, but that is what I'm calling it for my creation, I guess. I don't know, for this tutorial. All right, so we got that. We're going to join it to this one here. So it can really work up fast. I've done a lot of swatches, so I'm really trying to go slow, other than this row, just to kind of show you how it actually does work up pretty quickly as well. We do have that joining process there with the wings, but it's par with the course if you want to do it, you know, side to side instead of doing it across. I'm sorry, from corner to corner. So let's finish this up here. Did the chain 3, doing 3 half double crochets, and then I'm going to join it into that top one there, and there we go. So I'm going to flip the page. I'm going to purposely join that here. All right, so now we've got the 3 wings here, and we need to create it. I'm going to create the square, so kind of we're not maintaining anymore. This was just kind of maintaining it. I'm going to work across with a single crochet all the way across. All right, so I'm going to chain 1, single crochet in here, single crochet in the next 3, and that should put you, oh, I'm sorry, you know what, I'm going to go back a little bit here. Because this was a chain, this was a double crochet space, we actually need to do 2 single crochets in here, just to make sure that squares off nice and even, okay? And then we need to do the 3 single crochets, and then we're going to do a single crochet in this space here, a single crochet in the next space to join the wing. All right, and then we're going to do another one in that same space. That's a side stitch, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the next 3, and then again we're closing off that wing with 1 single crochet there. Oops, sorry, 1 single crochet there, and then to complete it, another single crochet, and then one in each of the double crochets across. And there you go. Now, that is completed. That's the block. I apologize for my tension. I normally don't do it with the 6-3-3 method. I do the 5-3-2 method, but I did this one to simplify things a little bit. So what we have here is we have the square. It's squared off. It's squared here. And each of the stitches, see if I can get this here, looks like a half double crochet. They alternate side, front, up and down, sideways, up and down, sideways. So that is how you do the corner to corner stitch sideways for Bama's method. I hope that that's helpful for you. And I'll come back in a few minutes and I'll show you how to finish off the yellow one that I showed you earlier with having uneven amounts. Very easy. It's going to be a quick 30-second thing, I think. And that's going to be nice and easy, okay? All right, thank you. Be back shortly. Hi everyone, welcome back. So here's the example of having the uneven amount of rows. I have two full wings and what I call a half wing. So what I'm going to do is I've just completed that row and I'm going to attach it like we normally do with a slip stitch, turn it like the page, slip stitch as we go up in each of those. Now in this method I did do just the chain 2 method, but that's okay. We're going to do a chain 1. We're going to single crochet in that first block. We're going to do another single crochet because that's part of the stitch from that block. And then we're going to single crochet across. So it was very easy to do. There was no changes or differences that we needed to be concerned about. Please remember though that in that big space, we do 2 single crochets, because there was technically 2 chains in there with the double crochet or 2 stitches. So then we're going to do a double crochet, a single crochet in there, a single crochet in here, one more for the end, and that finishes the project. So there we go. We've completed that. And again, this is with 5 wide. Okay. And there we go. So we had kind of the half wing, okay, at the end, and then we've been able to join it. All right, so I hope this video is helpful for you. I'd love to see your swatches. Please practice with a swatch. That's really important because it looks like I may have missed something right here when I was joining it, but that's okay. Practice, practice, practice this first, okay? I hope this method works for you. This has been Bama from Bama's Crochet Creations and teaching you how to do the corner to corner stitch, but going from side to side, or what I call edge to edge. So this will be the edge to edge, modified edge to edge stitch for the corner to corner. Thanks. Have a great day.